She was threatened by an MP after she touched a piece of debris at a local firehouse.
It looked like a wadded up piece of aluminum foil, but when it hit the table, it spread like water.
She was only 12 at the time.
And he said, I want you to understand, you weren't there. You didn't see anything. And I didn't really understand what he meant, and so I insisted I was there. And I did see it, and he kept saying, no, you didn't. And he said, can't you get this through your head? You never saw anything. He said, you know, this is a big desert out here. We can take you all out here. He said, we can just do away with every one of you, and nobody will ever find your bodies.
There was plenty of paranoia even before the flying saucer incident. The atomic bomb strike force was located here. To the north, highly classified atomic research was underway. To the west, there were super secret tests of rockets and missiles. So it was no wonder that the locals were always on the lookout for intruders.
That's as close to the type of the craft it was.
Now, you know, the various books, the latest book out here, The Truth About UFO Crash at Roswell, and they got some drawings in here. Now, you're talking about the bodies you saw.
See, the small nose. Eyes like this.
About how tall?
About 5'3", 5'4", some of the tallest, I think. Like that.
Bald?
Yeah.
No hair?
No hair.
Did these people look like they were from another planet? Did they look like normal?
They didn't look like they didn't look like they came from Texas, Phil. I'll tell you that. No way. Yeah, they look different.
We're at Hangar 84, which according to various first-hand witnesses, eyewitnesses, where they stored the bodies.
After investigating for their new book, Kevin Randall and Don Schmidt are convinced it was a military cover-up. What was in here, allegedly?
A crate, a large crate in the center of the hangar, one light shining down on it, MPs around the perimeter inside the hangar, MPs around the perimeter outside the hangar, and this one huge crate that allegedly held the bodies.
The question is today, why after 47 years does the cover-up continue?
That's exactly what Congressman Stephen Schiff of New Mexico wants to know.
I think the Department of Defense is acting like there's a cover-up, even if in fact there is no cover-up.
Schiff asked the Pentagon about Roswell, but says he got the runaround.
I'm honestly surprised that they weren't upfront with me, at least to that extent, and said, if we don't have the files, this is why not.
Now he's asking government investigators to help him track down the Roswell files.
My first explanation, speaking personally now, would not be towards what we call a UFO or an extraterrestrial visit. If this is not a weather balloon, my next guess would be some type of military experiment, possibly originating from nearby White Sands missile range that went awry at that time.
48 Hours asked the Air Force to provide a spokesman to appear on camera, but officials refused. All we got from the Pentagon was this written statement, which says in part, their search of records is not yet complete, but nothing has been found to date to contradict the 1947 Air Force statement that the Roswell incident was a balloon. Whatever happened that night in the desert, Glenn Dennis and Walter Haut have turned their brush with mystery into celebrity.
We've got videotapes, we've got books, we've got hats, magnets, shoulder patches,
They now have a UFO museum.